That's what that tastes like. Failure.
Hello everyone.
Princess the Bear here. We're back at Port Orleans French Quarter because I am feeling some time in the quarter.
There's some new options for us to try here at Port Orleans. It's available at French Quarter and Riverside, so we're just hanging out and trying the things.
Let's go do some blocking in the street.
Be sure to go down by the bayou and subscribe.
You heard the girl.
So I went for something just slightly different, a sparkling water. Blueberry pomegranate because it sounded tasty. Why not? Coca-Cola drink. It smells a little artificial. I don't think Bear's gonna like this. It's very, blueberry. It just doesn't taste as blueberry as I thought it was gonna be. It's almost like an acai taste. Like it's got like this tart weirdness to it. It's maybe because it's artificially flavored. I don't know, it says 0% juice on it. And natural flavors, whatever that means. I don't think I would order this again. This is a 2 out of 5 waters. I'd rather just drink regular water and hydrate myself the proper way than drink this monstrosity.
This is probably blasphemy in Disney circles, but when I see a Coca-Cola label on a drink, I automatically assume it's going to taste like booty. You did give us Beverly, so your track record for good tasting things isn't exactly great. Coca-Cola on its own is also kind of gross. Argue with me in the comments about that one. No sweeteners, no sodium, 0% juice. What about this is supposed to be exciting? That it's water? Because if you don't have any juice, what are your natural flavors? Curiouser and curiouser. It tastes like sparkling water for people who are too cheap to buy Perrier. 1.5 out of 5 claws. This can is so bee inspired. Siponey. Siponey whiskey Spritz Royale. Rye whiskey with honey, lemon juice, and sparkling water. I'm half expecting to find the script of the Bee movie hidden on this thing somewhere. Obviously none for the princess, since it does have honey in it. Honey, lemon juice, whiskey, and sparkling water. You had me into the sparkling water. Enjoy chilled, buzz responsibly. See what you did there. See what you did there. Because our ingredients are real, separation is natural. They don't want you to shake the can. But if you aren't vegan yet still conservative, they donate part of the proceeds from selling these to preservation of bees. So, saving honeybees 1 can at a time. But you still put honey in the tray. There's some cross purposes there, I think. Either way, let's see how horrible this is. I really hate this trend of these cocktails in a can because they've mostly been terrible, but I do it so you don't have to. Actually, that's not bad. It's subtle. It's a very subtle, smooth bourbon. So if you can't handle the harsh taste of bourbon, don't worry about this. This is very smooth without being overly sweet. The honey's there on the back end to cut through the bite. Lemon juice is there, but nothing crazy. And sparkling water isn't really all that sparkling. It's actually pretty smooth. I can't say that I would drink these at home, but if I was relaxing by somebody's pool and they put a can in front of me, I would probably drink it. saving the bees. 3.5 out of 5 claws.
An impossible meatloaf. One of now 3 meatloafs on property that we're going to try. We've had the meatloaf at Chef Mickey's. We've had Liberty Tree meatloaf, which you guys reminded me, I forgot about that in our Chef Mickey's video. And then this one. I'm sure if I missed a loaf, you guys will let me know, because you know we've had every table service restaurant, basically, and quick service. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this loaf, this hard loaf that was already inside of the like warmer container with 2 other loaves, and just looked really sad with this little bit of ketchup on it, or glaze. It's not ketchup, it's a special barbecue glaze actually. Then here you have your impossible innards. They look dense. More dense than Liberty Tree. I don't know if they're more dense than Chef Mickey's. Let's see. Usually I'm a big meatloaf end piece person. Bear and I make meatloaf at home all the time. We've used impossible meat, we've used lentils, we've used TVP, we've used chickpeas, we've used beans, all varieties, not just chickpeas. We know how to loaf. This loaf, I wouldn't serve this loaf to my friends if they came to my house. It's good, but it has too much impossible meat in it and not enough of everything else. So it tastes more like a burger to me with a little bit of glaze on it. And I got the end piece that was really hard, like burnt hard, like it had been sitting in the warmer a little too long, not like, ooh, I want that end piece of the loaf type thing that you usually want when you're going for a loaf. I really had high hopes for this. I wanted it to be better than this. I know it's kind of towards the end of the day, and maybe that's the reason why, but I'm gonna give it a 2.5 out of 5 loaves. It's sustenance. I'd rather get the jambalaya, actually, instead of this. It's my opinion.
It's a curious thing for me, the plant-based / vegan community and alt meat. There's a sector of you that absolutely abhor it. There's some of you that love it. I am neither, so I fall somewhere in between. But what always gets me is that, like, yes, I understand wanting to have alt meat and being able to use different things to recreate things like meatloaf. Doesn't necessarily need to be all meat. But I don't remember anybody I know as a child asking for meatloaf. Meatloaf is like, we have this leftover in the fridge and we can throw stuff in it and make dinner. Or mom doesn't really feel like cooking a whole bunch. Or meatloaf isn't like, we want this dish. Meatloaf is like, this is what you're getting sort of dish. But here we are. If we gotta eat it, I guess the vegans do too. No, it looks meatloafy. You got the different threads, you got the seasonings in there. I think I see some green peppers maybe. It definitely looks like meatloaf. There's nothing about this that doesn't scream meatloaf to me, but again, meatloaf is not excitement. Meatloaf is like Wednesdays. Who's excited for Wednesdays? The error here. And I agree with the princess. This glaze here, that's the flavor I expect from meatloaf. But because the seasons weren't mixed in enough, you only get it on top. So that one burst of meatloaf flavor, the rest of it is literally just a meatloaf with impossible meat. They had incorporated more of those flavors inside and then put the glaze on top. This would be a lot better. Now, it tastes like meatloaf. It doesn't taste like your mama's meatloaf. It doesn't taste like your grandma's meatloaf. It's more like that one aunt that gets invited every now and then but rarely ever shows up, and then when she does come, she's cooking like the family recipe, but she does it the worst. That's about where you are. I enjoy the ingenuity, but I think they can do better. 3 out of 5 plus.
Here we have the mashed potatoes. And usually I could just grab a spoonful, but it's clumpy. It's like super clumpy. Like, that is a whole clump of potato. I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of like my potatoes mashed a little bit more. Bear likes his clumpy, but I don't know. If you're eating like whole piece of potato and it doesn't melt in your mouth, that's a problem. Oh, it melted in my mouth. Oh, that was tasty. Overly herbaceous because of all of the gravy that the cast member was so gracious to put on my dish. She knew this dish was dry and I'm gonna need this herbaceous gravy. I've hats off to her for that. I'm gonna give the mashed potatoes a 3 out of 5 potatoes. Maybe if I eat it with the meatloaf, it'll make it better. Maybe.
Let me tell you, this whole plate just looks like a weeknight dinner. No awards. You're not celebrating nothing. Dad probably got home 30 minutes late. If he came back from getting milk at all.
Don't swing that back.
I know I'm an advocate for seasonings. This is one where you probably should have listened to ancestors a little bit more and stopped like half a second sooner, because that is a lot of herbs. It's like herbs with a side of potato. It's just a vessel to deliver. My mouth feels like I just licked somebody's garden on somebody's balcony somewhere. It feels like you're trying to hide something. Like maybe you don't have faith in your mashed potatoes. You always have faith in your mashed potatoes. 2 out of 5 plus.
Finally, we have some sad-looking green beans. I'm 100% about low and slow on the green beans. I usually cook mine for about 8 hours, but they don't look like this. They don't look like this. They're usually still the correct color. I do like the way that they're seasoned, but they're a little heavy on the salty side. I kind of wish they'd eased off on the salt. And they're a little greasy, so maybe a little less oil too. But the broth that they cooked it in, tasty. And they seasoned it also very well. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 green beans. Overall, I think the plate is like a 3. It's average. It works for Port Orleans. And I hope it sticks around for a bit and they refine it a little bit more, or just don't have the meatloaf sit in one of those hot containers for hours on end with nothing in there. No broth, no sauce, no nothing.
Before I taste these, I'm going to preface with, I don't like green beans. If you were to invite me to your house and you serve me green beans, or your parents serve me green beans, I don't care how good they think the recipe is, casserole, grilled, I'm probably never coming back. That's just facts. We're going to take a single green bean.
Can't take one.
Curses. We're taking 2. They look well seasoned. They're cooked enough. They look juicy. I hope they're not rubbery. Hi. Actually not bad. I built it up a lot, being a lot worse in my head. Quite tasty, well seasoned, cooked, not rubbery. That's actually probably the one thing on the plate that I have no complaints about. 2.5 out of 5 plus. Whole plate, I'm giving a solid 3. Like a lot of things I've seen on Disney property lately, it has potential, but the execution is off. Don't know why I can even do this to myself. Nothing is going to compare to the princess's cornbread. Everybody else is just living in her shadow. I know I'm extremely biased, but I will die on that hill. Full of her cornbread. Now, they gave me this half-cracked piece of cornbread, so I'm just going to pick this up. It's corny. It's a little cold. It's probably my fault mostly. But I like cold cornbread. It's gotta be good cornbread. actual good cornbread. I'll be honest, I thought that was going to be a dry abomination, but it's actually moist and well done. It's not special, there's not like corn pieces or anything else. I didn't like slip jalapenos into it, but as far as standard cornbread goes, doing everything right. 3 out of 5 plus. Here we have the Jambalaya. Now, I don't think I've actually ever had the Jambalaya here at Sassagoula or Port Orleans, period. The Princess has had it, so I've had the vegan Jambalaya. But I just never wanted to cross that bridge. I'm afraid of the Jambalaya. I've heard things online. I've read things. They have not been good. I've heard that complaints of some guests about the spiciness has ruined the Jambalaya at this resort, which is a lot of the reason why I have never wanted to try it. I love Jambalaya. I'm not from New Orleans or Nolans, but I feel like they adopted us at some point, and I'm going to judge you for them. Now it's a chicken and andouille sausage jambalaya. It's a bit on the drier side, nothing wrong with that. No, it's sopping wet or anything like that. Looks full of the flavor, looks well seasoned. Smells like jambalaya. So it tastes like jambalaya. It's edible. Okay. But it's more like chicken, sausage, and rice than it is jambalaya. It's jambalaya colored. Just as you look jambalaya, don't make you jambalaya. The flavors are muted. Almost like on purpose? That can't be an accident. It's really just rice, chicken, and sausage. Like it's missing that vibe, that flavor, that swagger of jambalaya. It's just remember how you want to grow up to be a firefighter? Or a policeman? I don't know why you want to do that. Or a spaceman. And then you grew up, you work in accounting, you sit in a cubicle. That's what that tastes like. Failure. 2 out of 5 plus.
That's not a failure. You can't say an accountant is a failure.
Quit your accounting job, go chase your dreams. The condiment bar must have just saved dinner. Not only do they have hot sauce, they have Texas Pete. I don't have a lot of respect for a lot of hot sauces. I hate Tabasco. I think Louisiana makes terrible hot sauce. Yes, I know it's a direct contradiction, the one being in Sassagoula, and 2, the fact that I'm speaking for Jambalaya here, but I said what I said. Louisiana makes terrible hot sauce. Now, Texas Pete is one of those commercially available hot sauces that I can actually stand. Flavor with the heat. We're going to go ahead and try to salvage this whole thing. All that. Nope, not just one. We're going to do another one. Because it needs it. In Texas Pete, we trust. Well, we mix that in there. Flour in a bag. I prayed to the hot sauce gods that I just did a good thing here. Honestly, it's an improvement. I at least say that with if I was going to change my rating, and I'm not. Keep it at 2. If I was going to change my rating, that would give it a 2.5. If I have to add hot sauce to your jambalaya to make it jambalaya-y, you still fail. The rating stands. But this is how I'm going to eat it. Sassagoula attempted being sassy.
I am stuffed.
I'm okay.
Stuffed.
The jambalaya has me feeling a little disappointed. And when I was saying that the bad ant that made the meatloaf, I'm the bad ant, okay?
Now, they did have the plant-based black and white cupcake, but why would you ever get that cupcake when beignets are at Scat Cat's?
This is true. And we've had that plant-based black and white cupcake enough. I'm done. It's been terrible every time.
He's
Every time it's been terrible.
I agree.
I don't care what color you make it, it's just bad.
It just tastes the same every time.
Yes. Until it changes, we're probably not going to try that thing again. But we know what you think of Sassagoula. Is Impossible Meatloaf something that you come here for? Even you non-plant-based people, would you ever try a plant-based meatloaf? I don't need to know. Let me know in the comments. Now, if there's anything in here you think we did not try, that we need to come back for, we're always looking for an excuse to hang out near Scat. So go ahead and let us know in the comments. If there's anything else like this to do, that's always going to be a place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe, otherwise Tiana might not light up. But also, we need to go to Scat Cats, so we're gonna go to Scat Cats. This video isn't over.
You heard the girl.
I decided to get me a real drink this time, none of that sparkling water. Kentucky Mule, because it's Mulicious. And I haven't had Mulicious Mule in a while. Oh yeah. Nice like ginger bite to it. This is great. This is a great after dinner drink. I'm saving my strength for dessert. Yes. 4 out of 5 mules. Mulicious.
Nice, relaxing smoked turkey. I feel like every even though this is like one of the generally available cocktails at most bars here at Disney, especially the lounges, I would think almost every lounge has a smoked turkey. They're not all consistent. So hope this one is up to my standards, as particular as they are. Needs less syrup, needs more bourbon. It's not bad. I've had worse smoked turkeys, but it's not the bare necessity level smoked turkey. 4 out of 5 for us.
Absolutely. Here we are in Sliderland Redux, because it's our second time doing Sliderland. But I'm putting the fixins in the sandwich this time instead of on top of it. Here we go, crab cake first. Cheers to the fake crab people. I love how it doesn't taste fishy, but it's still super flavorful. And you get that like Cajun, like Old Bay-ness to it. I'm here for it. It's like a 4 out of 5 sliders. Then, I'm gonna go for the fried green tomato goodness. Whoop. Oh my god, this one is so huge. I have to like unhinge my jaw to eat this. It is a crime for these sliders to be this good. There's like a nice like mayo in that. God, I love that. That's like a 4 out of 5 sliders. That's incredible. And then finally we have my friend the jackfruit. Gotta save the best for last. Double jackfruit action here. Oh my goodness. Cheers. The only barbecue sauce that's better than this one is that Woody's Roundup. That's also a 4 out of 5.
Woody's?
Sorry, not Woody's Roundup. Roundup Rodeo Barbecue. I'm never gonna stop saying Woody's Roundup. That's an actual show in Toy Story. I'm sorry. But the plate is a Princess Cities item. If you are staying in French Quarter or Riverside, you need to come here. You need to get these sliders. You need to come here and watch the Jazz Fusion Band when they're here, which is now Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays only. Shortened set list. They do start at 7:30 and they play till 10 or 11 usually. They're really good. Check them out.
Switching it up, it's summertime here in Florida, so why not Sam Adams Summertime Ale? I got an ailment. And it is summer. Quite crisp and drinkable. Almost shandy level drinkable. 3.5 out of 5 plus.
Here we have the beautiful, vegan, gluten-free, super hot, square beignets like you get in Nolan's with the one vegan strawberry sauce as it burns my hands. This is dessert. We all need a Magic Kingdom. It's tasty. It's amazing. Make it Mickey shape. 5 out of 5. Princess City's item. I'm burning my damn hands. It's so good. But you gotta eat it. If you come to Port Orleans, Sassagoula, Riverside, whatever, take a bus, boat, whatever you need to do to come here to get beignets, because it's the only place at Disney World you can get beignets. 5 out of 5. Princess City's item. Untrue.
Untrue.
What do you mean?
The beignets Cityworks.
At SeaWorld?
Cityworks.
Cityworks.
Those beignets.
Those aren't vegan. Cityworks beignets are not vegan. Cityworks beignets are Cafe du Monde recipes, which does use condensed milk. Vegetarian, not vegan.
This is the only thing Mickey shaped I will acquiesce to. Mickey beignets.
So hot.
Covered in powdered sugar. Don't sneeze. Like the princess did the first time we had these on video. Get it all over the table. Give it a nice chocolate dip. Not Chickaroy, but it'll do.
It is Chicory.
Oh. Tiana would be proud. Now, if only she could actually make this beignet the size of Cinderella Castle, I would be happy. 4.5 out of 5 lost.